And welcome to the Rescue Rundown. Dave Morris here alongside Abby Wolf. We have a special guest today, Don Bobzien. Am I saying that correctly?
Don Bobzien.
Bobzien. Very nice to meet you. And Kate.
Right.
It's a special show. We've made it to episode 5, Abby, which means we're in our second month.
That's right. Trucking along.
We're trucking along. At the end of last month's shows, if you will, we talked about you had the gala coming up, and that was this past weekend. How'd it go?
So it was our second annual Hero Awards Gala. It went off without a hitch. It was a great event for the community, not only to rally around our cause of saving animals from needless euthanasia, but also just a great night to celebrate what we really love, and it's the love of pets.
It is the love of pets. You had a big crowd there, too, at the country club.
We did. We had about 350 people, all to celebrate 3 very special pet heroes, and Don and Kate were actually one of them.
Very nice, very nice. Don, tell us about Kate. What are we looking at? This beautiful dog.
Well, about 12 years ago, a neighbor a few doors down called me and said, knew I was interested in dogs. He said, Don, I've got 2 dogs, and all of a sudden I've got 3 because there's a lab puppy in my swimming pool. Should I give them to animal shelter or what? I said, no, my wife and I will come down and take a look. We get down there, and in about 27 seconds we decide we'll take that.
We'll go ahead and take the dog back with you. Yeah.
And she has been a blessing to us in many, many, many ways. We immediately became very close, and then after about 4 years ago then, my wife passed away, and that left the 2 of us at home, and the bond became even tighter at that point. And then I had a series of health dilemmas myself that put me in the hospital for about 3 months. And gratefully, I have great neighbors that took turns taking care of Kate.
That's good.
Because that was my main concern was, how's Kate? What's she doing?
While you're away from the house, how's Kate doing?
And after 3 months, the combination of my 5 different doctors agreed that I needed to go to hospice, that the end was very close. So we got home. Kate and I came together for the first time in 3 months. To say it was emotional was an understatement.
I'm sure you were happy to see a friendly face and someone that you connected with so tightly.
For both of us. So hospice began, and I explained to Kate. They came in and explained to me again, remember, you're here to die. We'll make it as nice as possible, but you're not here to get better. And I looked down at Kate, and she just had this look like, come on.
Kate wasn't buying that story.
No, we're not going for that. So they sent 24-hour help in for several weeks, and finally they decided I could get by with a little less help, but nothing had changed in regard to my future. But after a couple of months, and Kate's insistence that we get out there and walk, and with that nose she can get under your elbow even if I'm laying down, and telling her, Kate, I really need to just rest, and you wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Kate had other ideas.
Oh, we live on a golf course, and it was like she was saying, golfers will be out before long, let's get out. And so we'd get out and walk on the golf course. And after about a little over 2 months, they finally, and a lot of testing and so forth, the head of hospice locally came to me and said, we have 5 very confused doctors, the ones that sent you to hospice.
Happily confused, though.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, they do not understand it. So they've not seen this before. But for whatever reason, we're kicking you out of hospice, which was the best failure I've ever had.
Well done.
Yeah. So.
Do they think it was a combination of just happy, positive to be around Kate, the exercise, or could they really put their finger on?
They couldn't.
Really?
They said that's the mystery. And so to this day, many of my 18 friends still refer to me as Miracle Man. because that's truly what it was, between God and a lady friend that has been very attentive all the time, and Kate brought me through.
Well, that's a fantastic story. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
all of that. What's the story behind the name? How did you guys decide to name Kate Kate?
It was just a name. I wanted a name that would be quick instead of a 2 or 3 syllable name.
Yeah.
So when I yelled at her, it would be easy to get her attention.
Sure.
So Kate was just a name that, and it's spelled with a K, by the way. It got confused in some of the publications, but it's Kate, and she has been responsive to it ever since. She has a watch that I can never find, but it says wake up at 6:30. So that's when the nose starts.
Yeah.
My
She knows
bed.
exactly what time it is.
Yeah.
You were at the gala. Had a good time last weekend.
Oh, it was spectacular.
We were talking before we started here about how animals, much like music, can connect people.
Oh.
You ran into Coach Switzer in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's right. He just couldn't wait to tell me about his efforts and his appreciation for any rescue animal. I was not aware that he was that involved in that, but he followed us all the way out the car telling me all the activities and how proud he is of people that are into rescues.
It's amazing the bridges that animals can cross, and I'm
Oh.
sure you see
It
this
really
all the time.
does. You know, I think a lot of people can relate to the unconditional love that animals give to humans, but also, you know, in some cases, we're rescuing animals and saving their lives, but they're also saving ours. And I think everybody can get behind that.
Absolutely. I should mention that you, as an animal lover, had something to do with the dog park in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, about 13 years ago, the current supervisor of the animal shelter, Catherine English, she and I had worked on a couple of programs, and finally one day she said, "Don, what you need to do is build a dog park." I said,
You know, typical conversation.
"Okay,
I'll get started on that.
what's a dog park?" So lots of investigation and so forth took place, and I decided to take it on. And with the help of some friends and supporters, we raised about $100,000, and then started looking for a location, because it has to be right in a whole lot of places.
Well, yeah, exactly. It
Be in
can't just be
people's
anywhere.
backyards and so forth. So we found this location that was just ideal, and so I submitted that to the city, and they first said, "What's a dog park?" But it went along. They agreed to lease it to us as long as we maintained it. They would have nothing to do financially with it, but they would later take credit for it, of course, which was fine. So we built, with the help, like I said, my wife was also instrumental in helping to raise funds. We raised the money and we put it in, and it's just been lots of grins ever since then.
Of course, we're talking about the dog park up at near Lake Hefner, and as we mentioned, connecting people. That's a good way to make friends as well. You know, you come in, let the dog go, and next thing you know, you're chatting with your neighbor.
Oh yeah, yeah, people that you ordinarily wouldn't talk to, all of a sudden you're best buddies.
Sharing stories. Well, Abby, this is fantastic. Congrats on the gala last
Thank
weekend.
you. Thanks for having us. And you know, we're so pleased to have Dawn on our board, helping us save even more lives, and having Kate as a partner in that is so important as well. So
Every week we go for a little social media effort, the hashtag Rescue Rundown. It's Adopt a Shelter Dog Month.
It is.
Now,
October.
Is that October?
Yes.
Adopt a Shelter Dog Month. So tag your rescue dog, Rescue Rundown, and we'll share your story on the show. Abby, as always, thanks for stopping by. Great
thanks
to see
for
you.
having us. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Absolutely. Dawn, very nice to meet you,
Same here.
and great to meet Kate as well.
Well, I appreciate that, and the fact that getting information out about the benefits of adopting a rescue dog are magnificent. Not that there's anything wrong with purebreds and so forth, but something special about a rescue dog, and they know it.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.